Hey, baby. Well, today's the big fucking day. I'm not trying to hype it up or nothing. Um, a bitch has had a problem since 2008, and, we're tired of it, personally. You've ever done something like you want it, but you hate it? I don't know if anyone else can relate. Um, has anyone else ever fucking done some shit and it's like you want it, but you hate that you want it, but you want it, you just want it? That's me and cigarettes. I want a cigarette, but I hate that I want a cigarette. And then I feel bad that I smoke a cigarette. And then it's just this endless loop, and certain environmental triggers trigger the impulse to want to hit a cigarette. And then it's like, how do you beat that environment, Well, me and Ocama have decided that it's not been planned, it's just a thing. Like, we've decided tomorrow is the day when we are going to get on our Operation For Real Stop Smoking. In the last 6, 7 years, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 7 years, holy shit. Something like that. I have been unable to go without a cigarette for longer than 48 hours. And that is fucking horrible. You know what I mean? So at some point, I've been such a smoker for so long, probably smoke more than a lot of people. It's a whole thing. It's different for everybody. I've blown my sinuses out. Like, in my 20s, it wasn't so bad. And yes, smoking does fuck up your sinuses. And, I have a very sensitive nasal cavity, but I have blown out my sinuses, you see, from smoking. And I can do a lot. I'm going to talk a lot about this later, but today is me and Ocama's final hurrah with smoking. I am so tired of smoking. I'm so sick of being addicted to cigarettes. I'm so sick of myself. I tagged my quote ex-man in this because I remember, he doesn't know how much I remember about our relationship. It's just a lot of shit. I remember him and Ocama trying to help me stop smoking, and we're unable to. So, it's just like, it's time. It's time. It's literally time. Um, it's just fucking time. We're tired of being chained to cigarettes. We're tired of that being a part of our life. I'm tired of it. I'm an addict. I know this. I'm an addict. I'm tired of smoking. And it's got to stop as I hit another cigarette. You see? I don't like it, but I do it because I crave it. You see? I understand addiction very well. I'm not addicted. I have no craving. Like alcohol, I don't crave it. Like, okay, I go to a bar because I'm looking to do some socializing, but I don't crave alcohol during the week at all. So I can't even say I'm an alcoholic because I don't even care about alcohol. I don't crave the feeling of alcohol at all. I'm addicted to cigarettes and coffee. I don't have any other addictions, my nigga. I don't crave pain pills. I don't have a craving for heroin, crack, ecstasy, Molly, Flocka, fentanyl, oxycodone, I don't even have a craving for marijuana. I am addicted to tobacco and coffee. And it's got to stop. It's got to stop. You know where this addiction started? This addiction started in this town when I was going to college. That's where it began. That's where it began. My coffee and they go hand in hand. For me, I smoke tobacco and drink coffee as a daily thing. Alcohol is not that big of a deal for me to let go of. Am I drinking now? Did I drink last night? No. Am I going to drink tonight? Probably not. But tobacco, cigarettes, and fucking coffee are my vices, and I'm sick and tired of them. I'm tired of these things, you see. It's just gross. Can we do something else? So tomorrow, me and Ocama have decided we are going to stop smoking, which also involves getting rid of coffee. Because for me, coffee feeds the tobacco demon. I have tried to quit smoking so many fucking times and have not been able to, which involves Floki. I don't know if he remembers that. Yana trying to stop smoking, and he and Ocama were both trying to prevent me from hitting a cigarette, and both of them accomplished it. They both accomplished not smoking. It was me that just couldn't stop. Then I feel like a weak ass, pathetic fucking bitch, I do. This is the one thing that's holding me back from feeling like I've done some real shit. This stupid fucking thing. Look how dumb this is. A piece of paper with some leaf in it. Like, how gay is that? I can do everything else, but I can't stop smoking. I can accomplish all this other shit, but I can't stop smoking. And then it's just like all of these badasses in the world and all my favorite icons smoke. So my favorite icons have enabled me to keep smoking, It's just this thing. It's this shitty fucking thing. And I hate it. Where's the puss glut lighter? I hate it. I'm tired of it. I'm so fucking tired of it. We're ready to do some other fucking shit for real. Can I, huh? We'll see what we do. You have a lighter handy? I don't know what I do with mine. Oh, I got it. I'm not worried about tonight. My cessation of smoking journey involves living in the present. Yeah. It's just something. It's something. So, the one thing that I felt like I have failed at more than anything is smoking. I have accomplished a lot of things that I've set out to do, and those are the things that I wanted to do. Because once again, what I might want to do may not be what you want to do. So, have I accomplished the things that I wanted to do? Yes, I have, except smoking. And that just tells me that maybe I really didn't want to quit, because if I did, I would have stopped smoking, right? You know what I mean? You do what you want to do. And I tried to stop smoking many years ago. And when I was in a relationship with Floki, I was going through I need to stop smoking thing, because I've known it. I've known it for 6 years and I never stopped. And everybody that I was around at any point in time over the last 6 years, for the most part, have been smokers. You know what I mean? Like, everybody that I've met, me and Ocama in our travels, they were all smokers. All of them. All of them. Everyone's a smoker. I've just been on this smoker's journey to stop smoking. And I don't want to go hang out with people just because they don't smoke cigarettes. And I don't judge anyone who does smoke cigarettes, because God damn it, I get it, bitch. I'm not a Christian. I was raised in a family where smoking was considered to be evil. Can you believe it? Because it's so hilarious to me that my dad and his side of the family in North Carolina, Tennessee, grew tobacco. But I was raised to believe that if you smoke a cigarette, you are literally Satan. That's so crazy to me. And, instead of them, I think that's also what enabled me to smoke almost as like a fuck you to my family, because I know that it's like you at base are saying to smoke is evil, and then those people were so fucking evil. It makes me think smoking is great because at least it's not you. I get it. I get it. It's how it's rigged in my head. It's like evil people are making the rules and they treat you like shit and they say don't do drugs, and you just want to do drugs just to spite them because you know they're not good people. Because you're not being treated well, you know. You're not being treated well, so you want to do the very drug that they're calling the evil. Because, yes, drugs have been labeled evil because they are, quote, illegal. I don't do those drugs. I just do this drug, which, you know, there's a lot of rules and regulations about tobacco that weren't there 80, 90 years ago. They make this a really big deal, you know, in society, smoking, you know. Maybe if all of this was not made a big deal, we wouldn't have the impulse to do it so much by the holy rollers. I feel like that's a lot of people's complex. It's because we've made these things bad, but the people who are out here enforcing the rules and judging you for doing it treat you like shit, so it doesn't even feel that bad to do it because you're not getting what you need from them anyways. If the person telling me to stop smoking meth treats me like shit, does that make me want to stop smoking meth? If the person treating me like shit tells me to stop drinking alcohol, does that make me want to stop drinking alcohol? No. It actually encourages me to keep doing it. If the person treating me like shit tells me to stop smoking, does that encourage me to stop smoking? No. In fact, it makes me want another cigarette. So me and Ocama are going on a stop smoking journey together as friends. I'm glad I have a companion in this journey. We both determined tomorrow's the day where we're throwing our tobacco away. Now, granted, there's always more tobacco out there to buy. There's going to be people that I see who are smoking, and it's going to remind me of what I've done. I'm going to keep being triggered by tobacco, and everything that has triggered me to smoke will still be there. You know what I mean? But I really need to take this fucking fingernail polish off. We've been in the dirt and the mud the last few days, literally, which is good. I've needed that re-earthing experience. But there's just toxic people everywhere that will enable you to do shitty shit. You're never going to get away from them. You're never going to get away from them. You just have to determine and dig down and find that, get with that person who gives a fuck about you and just cling to each other like you're on an island. And that's what's happening over here. Everybody that I've met in this city is an addict in some way to either drugs or alcohol. And the drug of choice around here mostly is cocaine. So how do I become sober in a city full of addicts? And then it's like the energy of everybody because everyone else has given up. It makes you feel like you can give up too, because who gives a fuck? And then it becomes who cares? Everyone's doing it. Why would I? What is inspiring me to just keep going, you know? But I've blown my sinuses out. I really have. You smoke for long enough, you're just going to blow your sinus cavity out. You know, it's just like blowing your veins out with, you know, intravenous drugs, meaning it goes in your vein. You know, you blow your circuit board. You know what I mean? Like meth fucks up your body. Just talking about this makes me want to smoke, but smoking does fuck you up. I've never pretended that smoking cigarettes is not bad for you. Of course it's bad for you. But is it the ultimate evil? No, of course not. No, of course not. You're doing the drug in response to a feeling, and then you have to find out where that feeling is coming from. This is why dudes, I feel, have the hardest time overcoming drug addiction, because dudes have the inability to access and express and admit their feelings. So males, males, guys, I feel, are more inclined to be full-blown addicts and stay addicts and die addicts than females. Perhaps. Maybe that's a faulty reasoning, but just specifically knowing that feelings are what cause you to want to do drugs, and guys, quote, don't have the access to their feelings, then it seems like you have a fucking death wish. I don't have a problem expressing my feelings. I don't have a problem tapping into my feelings, but I'm still an addict. And I was addicted to other shit, for many years. I've dabbled in shit too, but I didn't stay on it. So it's like, well, I guess all these dudes are just about to fucking overdose or something because they can't tap into their feelings, express them, admit them, and find the root of their feelings, and they're just on the path of absolute annihilation. And if the dudes are on the path of annihilation, then the females are going to die off because what are we going to do without you? Extinction is two parts. It's male and female. If there's no males, then there's no females. And if there's no females, there are no males. You need both to sustain life. I gotta go.